I'm Dylan. I'm the bass player for Manic.
My name is Alec, and I play drums for the band.
I'm Thomas Acosta. I play guitar and I do vocals, and we are Manic.
So basically, we all met through Thomas, and one day he just reaches out to me after a class, and I was wearing like a shirt, and he points it out, and he's like, "I like your shirt, man," and I was like, "Oh, thanks," or whatever. And he's like, "You play bass by any chance?" And I was like, "Yeah," and so he invited me to a rehearsal, and Alec was there, and we just got to playing, and it stuck, and we really enjoyed it, and we just took off from there.
Thomas and I just met spontaneously freshman year, and we kind of just jammed in my dorm room, and I had my drums, he had his guitar, and we just kind of tested the waters, and it worked, so we decided to keep it going, and Thomas found Dylan in one of his classes, and they just, again, just by complete chance, just, hit it off, and then we all met each other.
That's what he's saying. I like that ending, like garbage, like so.
So how'd you guys come up with the name Manic?
So we came up with it pretty much just thinking about how we are at rehearsal and just the energy overall. Just kind of felt manic. Was the best word we can kind of put to it. And we first wanted to name the debut album Manic, but then we were like, hey, that's a pretty good band name. So we all voted on it, and here we are, Manic.
A typical rehearsal for us basically consists of us getting here around 5 o'clock, and we're rehearsing for probably about 4 hours until we call it quits. By the time we're done, we're all sweaty, our instruments have sweat all over them, and you could really tell that we worked hard for what we're getting at. When we write our songs, we focus mainly on the music first rather than lyrics, but sometimes we actually have a song called Skeleton in which we wrote lyrics and music same day.
Full album is hard. It's a lot of work. Writing a single is probably so much easier. Like, it's just one song that you have to focus on. You just focus on perfecting that. But for a full album, you have close to an hour of music that you need to have completely ready and perfected. So it takes a lot more time and a lot more commitment. Next, we've got some gigs lined up, and we're gonna get recording time soon at a studio, and we're gonna get an album going.
So we got this gig through just plain and simple talking to bands until we got an offering. I was at a show for a band called Northy, and I saw them loading up their van after their set. Just came up to them and told them I loved how they sounded, and then we got to talking, and then they told us they have an opening for us and told us it'd be short notice, but we took it right away.
Honestly, after all the rehearsal that we've had, I'm feeling pretty good about this gig. We've been rehearsing for a solid 2 straight weeks, just the set over and over again, but in total we've been rehearsing for around 2 years, so I'd definitely say we're finally ready to gig.
Biggest fears for the gig would be, besides just any gear failing, I would say dropping a stick and not being able to pick another one up.
Kind of scared that my amp dies out. It probably won't, but it's always a fear.
Probably that my voice will crack or something, but other than that, I think instrumentally we got everything down packed.
In a year, I hope to see myself on tour with the band and definitely with another album behind us.
Within a year, I really hope to see myself on tour with the band, whether local or nationally, and we'll definitely already have released our second album by then.
In a year, I hope to see myself on tour, hopefully with Manic, nationally or locally, whichever is okay with me, and hopefully we have a second album ready to go.
All of you guys had the same exact answer.
Yeah.